Welcome, everybody, to Where Did All My Friends Go, a podcast about life in the music industry. How's it going, Bear? I broke you really quickly. Really quickly.
You broke me right before we started recording this. You broke me during the podcast.
Well,
I am broken.
That's what we're going to get to. We have a really awesome guest this week. It is Cassie Podish. If you don't know who she is, basically just look at the design work of any of your favorite bands right now, and it's basically going to be her because she is the bomb. Diggity. Diggity.
Honestly, I think that's pretty much enough said, man. Like, nobody wants to sit here listening to us just like shit talk for.
Well, I know, and you have to get to the very end where I break Bear.
It's so bad.
So with that said, let's get into the episode.
And welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Where Did All My Friends Go, a podcast about life and music industry. Pat, how you doing today, bud?
I'm splendid. How about yourself, Bear?
I'm doing great because today we have a different kind of a guest. Normally we have like band guests for the most part, but today I think we have our very first graphic designer. Am I right in saying that? Like, this is our first one?
You would be, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I'm pretty much. I know what goes on,
and we wanted to start at the top.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Right at the tippy top.
Yeah.
Like one of the best.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
The best.
And it's Cassie Podish.
There'll be a big round of applause right here because I'm good with editing. Anyway. Yes. Watch there not be because I forgot.
No, you'll listen and you'll go, oh, that's where
I was like, that's where it was. That's my.
But Cassie, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm really good after that intro. That was like, wow.
Good. I mean,
normally I derail right off the bat. So this is right out the gate.
I'm actually like, you can't see, but like over this way, like I'm actually looking at my Cassie Podish Ridge that I got framed and put up on my wall.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's the My Chem picture.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah,
I love it. It's.
I'm so glad.
It's my jam.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
Let's go. Let's get into this.
Let's get into it right away. So like you've done some incredible design work for like Census Fail, Neck Deep, Sum 41 and the Wonder Years, and that's just to name a few. What made you want to get into graphic design? What was your goal always to work with bands and artists, or was this more something you kind of fell into?
Yeah, I think it's something more I fell into because I knew I wanted to do something with art, but I didn't really know how to apply it. Mm-hmm. It's not a lot of, a lot of people don't have this job. So it's kind of weird. And, nobody tells you that you can do that, I guess, as an artist. It's
right.
Not.
Yeah.
So I kind of figured, I don't know.
It is.
I like drawing for fun, but I never thought that was going to be my job.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
that's kind of how it always ends up like working out though. Like the big, like maybe it's just me and the success stories that I hear. It's just like, it just kind of like happened,
It just kind of started.
Just kind of started happening. Like that. I mean, it's very common, but like, I mean, think about it, Pat, like what did you want to do? Like before you like got into music, you're like, I'm going to do this with my life and I'm going to do this. And then all of a sudden, like, it just kind of like falls into your lap and you're like, oh shit. Well,
I think
this is it.
for myself, I think I was, I wanted to be a police officer when I was a little kid. And then when I was like somewhat of an adult, in my 20s, like at some point of an adult, like I just hoped I would be something.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a historian. That's what I wanted to be.
Really? I love history. I love history.
I watch so much Modern Marvels on History Channel. It's not even fucking funny, okay?
I love that. That's great. And I think one of the cooler things, I don't know, I guess I wouldn't say cooler so much as cooler / complicated about being a graphic designer in this field where bands are just kind of like, I want a shirt. Cool. Do you have it?
You got any ideas?
I'm sure you get like, this is like just your norm. Like, yeah, hey, like I really love what you do. I was hoping to get a shirt design done.
Yeah.
So you have anything in mind? No. No.
What's the vibe that you're going for? I don't know.
I just like what you do. Can you do something?
Can you do something like that for me? It's the worst.
Is that pretty standard? Or do you get a lot of people come to you with like, no, I've got an idea?
Yeah, I think it's about 50-50. Some people have direction or an idea or, a general place they want to go. But some people come to me and they're like, I don't, you just do your thing. And that's totally cool. I mean, I try to use, like, if that's the case, lyrics or, themes in the band just to make it personal, and go along with the vibe of the band. So,
I mean, that makes the most sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like, I've dealt with some iffy people, I suppose is the best way to put it. And then like, you finally like snag somebody that's like gonna get the job done, that like ends up becoming your person. You're like, this person gets it. This person knows me. I've stuck with with my designer for a hot minute, just because that person will literally call me. He's like, do you have any ideas? I'm like, no, but I have an hour right now. Let's fucking talk. He'll like give me an interview, and I'm like, this is where it's at. Like, that's primo right. Shit.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy like collaborating. That's what I like to do with when I'm working with artists and stuff, because I just don't always know, but it's like, let's throw some ideas out there. I'm willing to sit and chat.
Well, the creative process about it is like one of the most exciting parts, because you get to kind of like think about the future, think about where you want it to go. And then from like our end, like being in the band, like what that design is going to do for your brand, what that's going to do for your marketing, what market are you even trying to hit with this thing? Like if it's a t-shirt, like who are we selling it to? And then you get to like just make these people up, these target people that you're trying to like hit. And it's just like, for me, that's like the logistic side of it. I love that side of it for some reason. I don't know why, but I do.
Wow. Yeah, that stuff is crazy.
Honestly, the wow is all that deserved. Thank you.
Oh wow.
He's like, wow. I enjoy that side of it. Yeah, that's something.
That's
most people love the getting of the things.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
See, I like the thinking about getting of the things, because I have yet to spend the money on the thing, and I like that part. I like not having, because I'm a broke ass bitch and I can't even pay for Zoom. Zoom, please sponsor us.
I don't think they're gonna like. No,
they're like, no, you're a broke ass bitch.
No, screw you, dude. Screw you. So Cassie, you illustrated a book called "Hey Suburbia: A Guide to the Emo Pop Punk Rise," which was also written by Mike DeMonte.
Yeah.
How did that book all come together? Like, what was the process with that?
Oh, well, Mike I think he had the idea for a while, and he kind of wanted to collaborate with me for a while too. And he's a writer. He does a lot of books and stuff.
I have a few of his books.
Yeah, he's super talented and really good. And he just, I guess, finally got the opportunity to do this book, and he said, "Hey, let's do it," and that's what we did. And he wrote it, and
jumped in.
So
that's crazy. Do you ever find yourself like wondering how things came to be? And I know that like
Earth or like space or
well, sure, but I don't want to get that dark. No, but like when you're like sitting here like thinking about like relationships and how this happened, or like for example, you're working with Census Fail, Neck Deep, like these bands, like you ever, like even like starting out, like even just being in a band, right? That would be a dream for me to be like, oh, I'd love, we're playing with the Wonder Years just down the street, whatever. But like when you get there and then develop that relationship with them to the point where like you are now friends with the artists that you've either worked for, dreamed about working for, you're part of this whole community. Do you ever just sit here and go like, how the fuck did that happen? Like, how did I get from there to fucking here?
The journey.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, I feel really lucky, fortunate to be able to do what I do and have worked with the people that I've worked with and just everything. It's insane. So I just like to draw. So it's crazy that I get to,
I just all I did was draw those like S's on my desk.
Yeah, and I mean it
it started there.
It's crazy. Yeah.
like the preload. Yeah.
I don't think I can draw that. I don't think I would remember how to the S
The
thing.
S
you're
thing?
talking
Yeah, the
about?
S thing.
I,
Yeah.
I
feel like
probably
you could
could
do it.
not.
You should
Which,
try and make like an iconic like Cassie Podish version of that S.
Oh, that'd be. I'd buy that
There you
design and throw it on fucking t-shirts. That's what I would do.
There you go.
That'd be fucking sick. Actually.
That's it.
Like, no joke.
You
Or
just,
just
you
like
gotta buy her.
a C and a P version or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
C and a P version of that.
Well, that said, with
Okay.
like talking about like your style and what you do, what makes Cassie Podish art yours, you created a very recognizable art style. What was the creative process of this like? Was this always the vibe you were looking to do?
Oh no, my early stuff is completely. It took me a while to get to my style and just be comfortable in that style. You know, and because when you start out, it's kind of, you know, as a younger person and just somebody, and I'm sure bands are like this too, but like you're influenced by a lot of people and you kind of are like, I need to be like that, you know, to fit into wherever. So you kind of, I feel like everybody doesn't have their style, music or art.
And that's just it, is like, and that's a part of the growing process. So I'm not an artist. I can't do shit, right? Like,
Well, you're a musical artist.
Yeah, I
Not
think it's
the
the
same.
same in music. I think you know, I think it's the same in music. You hear music and you're like, I like that style. I want to play that.
But like,
And
even
then-
to that, to like, you know, to anybody listening out there, like my mom, to anybody listening, it's like, when I remember when I first started a band, right? Like I was like 18. I was like, dude, Shinedown's my jam. I want to sound just like Shinedown.
And now you do.
Yeah.
No, God. Oh my God. Victor's gonna hear this podcast and he's gonna fucking quit the band. That's what's gonna happen. He's like, we sound like Shinedown? Fucking done. But like, no, that was like my thing, was like, oh, I want to sound just like Shinedown. And then it was like, no, but Shinedown already sounds like Shinedown. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sound like like, why would I want to fucking do that? And then like over the course of like years, within the people that come and go either in the band or in your life kind of help like influence your music taste, and the bands that influence your music taste influence what you write. And then like there's an idea of just like, you know what, letting go of this preconceived like notion of what you want it to sound like and just allowing it to go the direction that it goes.
Yeah.
Without having to like hold the reins and steer where it's going. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. No,
And so-
that's like what I completely mean, because you kind of release that inner self that's like, this is your style, that's your thing, you know. That's what makes you. And it's probably you probably have some, no offense, Shinedown, you know, influence in there somewhere.
There's none taken. It's still a guilty pleasure.
It sounds just like Shinedown.
I fucking hate you for that. I fucking hate you for that.
That's so funny. I like it.
But yes, there will always still be that like underlying like, hey, this is where you got your start. But also like to that point too is like, and we've I think we talked about this with I could be wrong, but I think it was with Faith, when we had Faith on the podcast. It was, how do you stay true to your sound, right? Like, how do I stay true to my brand, and like, how do I like, you know, emerge if I'm trying to break out? And like, you get all this hate from like bands like A Day to Remember, right? They released their new album. Everyone's like, this isn't fucking A Day to Remember. This sounds like shit. Like, where's Homesick? Where's that fucking like? And you're just like, this is what they wanted to do. You know, like, this is, you might not like it. You don't have to. You can still listen to Homesick anytime you fucking want, but this is what the band wants to do. And so what we were talking about was like, as long as you stay true to like who you are and allow yourself to be a part of that like creative process, you're always going to get that baseline of who you are in your music, in your art, in your craft, whatever it is. If you stay true to you, you're always going to end up with a product that is your style, like no matter what, just as long as you're not trying to impersonate fucking people. Like, it's that simple.
Yeah.
I love it. And speaking of like where you got your start and stuff, so you actually started publishing your own music zine when you were still in high school, called the Mean Green Neato Zine.
Oh my God, yeah.
So you had
that's great. Yeah.
you had a passion already then for being a part of the music scene, early on. So what made you stop the journalistic approach and focus more on the artistic side?
First of all, how the hell do you know about that? That's really, when I was a teenager.
I myself am a journalist.
Oh, okay.
Drops the bomb right there. Fuck that.
Mic drop.
I was trying to have I think it started out as like me and my friends like to make art. I don't think I intended it to be like, band interviews and stuff, which it did have. It had, and it wasn't anything,
Look, we all looked up to Brian Stars at one point, and whether we're proud of it or not, we did. So.
But yeah, so I think I started to put out art was the, Yeah, do you have any copies of it? I'm so puzzled.
You're so fucking flustered. That's so funny.
I don't have any copies of that. No, I wish I did. That would be great.
Do I have any copies?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you? I mean, it's yours.
Well, yeah.
Where did you get the title for the Mean Green Needle zine?
It was like a cleaner in my bathroom or something.
Okay.
And then it kind of, I think it was like the Mean Green cleaner. So I don't know. And then we added on a bunch of other stuff.
Honestly, though, if that isn't the most seen shit, where'd you get the name for this? Like fucking a movie? I don't know. Like,
I was looking through my house.
Yeah, I saw a really cool line in a magazine once as I was like Reader's Digest. I don't fucking know. It just happened. And I was like, that sounds pretty cool.
Who is reading Reader's Digest?
Me at the dentist's office. So don't you at me right now. It's all they had, okay? It's not like I was reading AP at the dentist's office. That'd be a fucking stellar ass dentist.
I would go to that dentist.
I would drive for that dentist. Just sitting there working on my teeth with like a MyChem tattoo, like, can't wait for that. Like I went through a Taco Bell drive-thru today, like blasting Jamie all over. And like I'm pretty sure the person at the Taco Bell drive-thru was like was seen really into that kind of music. And I was wearing my like construction shit, like because that's like what I work. I'm just like, yeah, I look like a fucking person who lives in Wisconsin. And like she like looked at me like, is that fucking Mayday parade right now? I'm like, yeah, we got old. Emos got old.
Speaking, just throwing this out there, like one of my best friends, his wife is actually a dentist, and like she's got tattoos and all that sort of stuff. So they're coming around, buddy. Yeah. They're coming.
It's like we told the old people that we could do it, and we fucking did it. And like they didn't fucking listen, but here we are.
And look, we're dentists now.
We're dentists. Well, smart people are. I'm not a dentist. I work in construction.
I'm just a journalist
who dives pretty fucking deep and gets shit done.
Yeah, doing a good job there, buddy.
Thanks. I try. That's my goal. Is to get at least one. What the frick?
All right. Well, with that, we got one more question for you. Well, actually, two, because we always ask the last one. Anyway,
I mean, before we move on to different segments, we're not almost done.
What are some bands or artists that got you into the music scene?
Like early. I can't even recall.
Like what was playing on your Zune or your MP3 in high school?
Oh, in high school. I'm like,
whatever got you into the music scene, like Green Day.
I think I like aligned to. I kind of like a lot of my friends in high school like the street punk scene.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to listen to Paramore like by myself, like in my bedroom.
Just gotta make sure no one hears you listening to it.
Yeah, like it's, otherwise you'd be like a poser or some shit like that. But I really liked 70s punk, like Stiff Little Fingers, The Clash.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sick.
That's a good answer right there.
And then like where are you at right now today? Like if you were gonna open up your Spotify and you have like your recently playeds, who's on that?
Recently played. I like everything. That's stupid to say because everybody says that, but I'm old. I'm old now, so it's like
it's okay to.
Yeah, I really like A Will Away. They just put out a new some new stuff too. They're so good.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh man, when I heard their first album, it was on repeat for like fucking 2 weeks.
Here
straight.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never been here again.
Yeah, they're so good. So good.
Because of Bear, my literally on repeat is Lil Dicky, and now that new Tech Nine song with The Rock on it, can't get enough of that. It's
really?
so good. Have you listened to that? Yeah. Oh God.
Have I listened to that?
Yes.
No, I.
Do you like?
I didn't know The Rock made. I. No offense to The Rock, but I kind of don't enjoy his movies. So
watch the music video. It's fire.
Is it though?
Yes. It is so good.
Is it?
So yes, it is.
Is it action? Like I feel like it's.
Like the music videos. The music video is actually pretty fucking sick.
It's like, so, and
everyone
the
was
track is
hyping
good.
up. I'm gonna get so much. I'm gonna
dude,
get so much hate from you.
I'm gonna call Tech. I'm gonna call him.
Fucking do it, bitch. Fucking get a hold of him and strange music. Let's fucking go.
All right. Just you wait.
Hey, my boy, Tech. Like, if you had Tech's number, he'd be on the fucking podcast. So don't bluff.
I can maybe make that happen.
Let's do it. No, I enjoyed the song. Yeah, no. So I got Pat into Lil Dicky, and
so good too.
Have you listened to Lil Dicky?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's so
now I will though. Now I will.
It's crazy good. Like it's
so good.
Oh man,
do you like hip hop?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't like a lot of hip hop. Like honestly, I really don't like a lot. But man, Lil Dicky is so good. Like he's so funny and he's so clever. It's awesome.
He's got a song called Professional Rapper, which is what I would say if you're gonna listen to Lil Dicky, introduce yourself to that song first.
That's got Snoop.
It's got Snoop Dogg. It's literally an entire conversation between the two about why Lil Dicky should be a rapper. And like it's fucking
like he's
incredible.
doing a job interview.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. But it's like they're switching the flow back and forth and like actually like talking to each other and shit. And it's like, it blew my mind when I first heard it. Oh, fucking good shit. And then Molly
or Pillow Talk. Those three.
Yeah, those are my jams. Molly, Professional Rapper, and Pillow Talk.
Yeah,
this bitch don't know about Pangea.
This bitch don't know about Pangea.
Rain.
It's really great, and he's got his own show. So,
what is one piece of advice that you could give to anybody out there listening right now who is either trying to get into the music world or trying to get into the graphic art and graphic design world? What is one piece of advice that you wish you had when you first started out that you can give to somebody right now?
Oh, one piece of advice. Gosh, that is. I would say just be yourself. Like, and I think that's really important. You're going to do it well, and you're going to stand out if you do that.
Be yourself, do your thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with our next segment. And we're back with our next segment. This segment. So look, we have fun on the podcast. We really do. I love talking about this shit. I love when we get deep into like what makes a person or what makes their brand this, or what people want to do music, people want to do art. Fucking love it. But we know what the listeners are really here for. They're here for us to do some fucking shenanigans. And if that's not the case, then you guys got to tell me, because we're going to keep doing shenanigans until we stop. So fucking let us know, or we're going to keep on going.
At starting at the podcast, you should know we are shenanigan bound.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this next segment, this is our obscure question segment. We pretty much have given up on any type of music stuff, and now we just want to ask.
Yeah. This is where Pat's journalism really kicks in.
No, this is where I've given up. There's no journalism. This is just our brains going, oh, you should ask that question.
That's pretty much it.
Because why not? Oh, you got a fart question you want to ask? Let's do that. And that's kind of what we do. There's no fart questions in this one, though.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Oh, damn it!
I know that was the last one. We can't do two in a row.
No, we're gonna be that.
So from just like actually, I guess this first question is a little bit of like journalistic like findings and stuff. But like, so how does it feel to know that There are people out there that love your art so much that they have it tattooed on their body.
Oh yeah. That's really cool. I mean, that's insane because that like a t-shirt is not going to last that long. You know, a poster album, but like a skin, like this, it's on the skin.
That's forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
That's
really cool.
That's wild to think about. Somebody like it, like loving, because it's not a like, you know.
That's a love. It is, it's permanent. It's not going. Yeah, that's love.
It's commitment right there.
Yeah.
God,
that's so cool. Yeah.
What would 15-year-old Cassidy Podish think of you now?
Oh gosh. Probably that I'm old. I don't know. 15-year-old me. I don't know. Yeah. When you're a teenager, it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Probably that I'm cool. Maybe. I would hope.
That would be the goal.
When I say old, I'm leaning towards late, like, you know, going to bed early and
having a routine.
Yeah.
The nightlife kind of goes away. You're like, oh, man.
I refuse to go to bed before 11. Oh, I refuse. I won't do it. Fuck, dude. And I still think that's early, but that's my compromise.
That's fair. All right, last question in this segment. Sorry, everyone has one, so it's nothing to be ashamed about. But what is your biggest irrational fear?
Oh, my irrational fear. I think I have a lot. I mean, I don't like heights. Now we're getting into it. Like I have so many.
I really don't like heights either. But here's the thing: I don't think that's irrational. Okay,
that's a pretty rational fear.
Yeah, you can freaking die, man.
Because it's similar to a close encounter, right? Like of death. It's like, yeah, you like if one false move and you're falling.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And goodbye.
Yeah. So like my irrational fear is I hate bugs. Like just off. I know they're more scared of me than I am of them. But that's what people tell me. But
mosquitoes, they ain't scared of shit.
Fuck mosquitoes. But I hate bugs. I can't do bugs. I cannot fucking do it. It's a legit phobia of mine. Can't fucking do it. What's one of yours now that we're on the topic of sharing?
I don't mind bugs. I mean, bugs are.
Now she's just bug shaming you.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Bugs are great.
Someone fucking
had to.
garden,
so bugs are important. You know. I mean, I'm not like if I encounter a huge ass spider, I'm not like a big fan. You know.
That's fair.
If it's a big one, I'm like, and it's in the house, I'm like, oh.
You're in my house and you're not supposed to be. Goodbye.
But they're good. I mean, bugs are good. They're great.
They're good.
I mean, I'm not afraid of bugs. I don't know. Irrational. Are bugs irrational though? I would
say so because they're not going to hurt.
They don't really hurt you. Like, you know, like, I mean, sure, there's like the scorpion or whatever.
I know one.
Okay.
It's like dolls.
Okay.
Dolls, yeah.
Like any kind of doll or like ones that just stare at you?
No, that's a pretty irrational.
That's irrational.
Like,
that's irrational as fuck because it's an inanimate object.
Yeah, it's irrational.
Like mannequins, you know, like anything like
human-like
kind of doll. Yeah, no, I don't like that stuff.
Don't trust them.
No,
that's fair.
See, my irrational fear then. So I'll share mine. At least I would say my biggest one is doctors.
Oh, I don't like doctors either. Though.
I think the doctor's office is absolutely terrifying. That's where people go to die. Okay.
Or to get better.
Yeah. No.
Just what is this, a 50-50 chance?
Nope. If I go there, like literally, okay, so I'm going to share a quick story here. We only have a couple minutes left here with this, but I'm going to share this story before we go to our next break. I almost died. My appendix had burst. And I kept going to work because I was like, I ain't going to the doctor. And my dad called me, right? And I was telling him, I was crying. I was in a lot of pain because that shit hurts. And he was like, it sounds like your appendix burst. I'm like, well, I don't have insurance. I can't afford it. And he was like, well, you have to go or you're going to die. And I said, well, then I die. And so I kid you not. And like my dad was just like, dude, I'll help you. Like, come on, you're gonna die. Like, you have to go. And so I went, and yeah, my appendix had burst. And the doctor literally told like my dad, who was like, your son must be Iron Man or something, because he shouldn't have been able to even walk in here.
Jeez.
Wow.
So I'm not trying to like flex on anything, but just saying.
Nah, it's pretty cool, dude.
Tough.
That's
Tough
a cool
as that.
story, bro.
Tough AF,
No, that's but like, let's be honest. I get that mindset. Like, I don't have fucking health insurance. Guess I'll die.
Just
That's a
American.
meme. That's a meme. It's that that they're like, oh, okay, so I'll die.
Then I die.
I'll fucking die. Like,
Then I die.
Die or be in debt for the rest of forever. Die.
Yep. Well, on that note, we'll be right back after this messages from our sponsor. Hey, everybody, this is Pat.
And this is Bear with Where Did All My Friends Go? A pop punk podcast about life in the music industry. And we are really excited to let you guys know that we are on every single social media platform that you can possibly think of. Well, probably not everyone, but all the major ones. Pat, give us a list of which ones we're on.
You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all the good stuff. And all of it is at the same tag.
What tag?
Pop Punk.
Unsigned Pop Punk? Oh my god.
Unsigned Pop Punk.
Did I hear you say Twitch in there too?
Twitch in there too. Unsigned Pop Punk.
That's awesome. Guys, we're really excited because we just released our Twitch and we cannot wait to see you there.
And we're back.
Yep.
You did it. Look at that. You did it.
I'm so good at this, aren't I?
So we have one segment left. This one's like this is our rapid fire question segment. It is you're just going to speak from the heart.
Yeah, from the heart. Stay true to you.
We're going to give you multiple choice, and you just choose your right answer.
From the heart.
From the heart. You got to feel it. You feel these ones. Are you ready?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, they're not super hard. They're not thought provoking. Really.
We hyped this section up so fucking much, and then I'm pretty sure
I know.
that we let everyone know.
Oh, what?
It's like, oh, this was way easier than I thought it was.
Yeah. All right, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Saved by the Bell or Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World.
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Mortal Kombat.
There you go. Dogs or cats?
Oh my god, no, that's gonna kill me.
My animals are gonna kill me.
No, I'm gonna say dogs, but also cats. So that's
you're allowed to say both.
It's a tie.
Yeah, I mean, it can actually be a different answer if that's what's in your heart.
Oh, really? No,
sure.
But I like dogs and cats and all animals. So that
and bugs.
Everything and bugs.
And bugs.
So all creatures. Can I say all creatures?
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right, that's gonna be it.
Except for Cthulhu. We don't.
I like Cthulhu. He's my friend.
Of course, he's your kink.
Yeah. Pudding or Jello?
Pudding.
Are you a day or night person?
Night.
Last question. This is the toughest one. Fall Out Boy or My Chemical Romance?
My Chem.
You won. That was it. That was the correct answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we do. I would be remiss if we didn't say that. If somebody says My Chemical Romance, we say that's the right answer. And then if somebody says Fall Out Boy, we say, well, you can't be right all the time. Both are great.
Like, I mean, again, old Fall Out Boy. I'll get so good. Old Fall Out Boy. Hell yeah.
Oh, all day, every day.
All day.
It's not every day or all day, but I could. Like once or twice.
Especially with Jay-Z. I'd listen to Fall Out Boy with Jay-Z.
The intro track.
The one track.
FOB. We here. That's it. That was all that's our rapid fire.
That's our fun. Yeah, we did it. That's the podcast.
And you did it. You did it.
Yay!
The whole podcast. You made it.
Pat on the back.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Why don't
you didn't even sweat once? I'm sweating over here.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not. I'm just being dumb.
Why don't you tell me you're proud of me?
Because you should be able to handle this by now.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Called the fuck out. That's all right. I asked the question. My fucking fault.
Oh. So all that's left, really just gotta, tell us where we can find your stuff, promote yourself, promote your brand. Give you clothes.
Yeah. Well, I have a website. It's my name, CassiePodish.com. And then I have an Instagram and a Twitter that I try to use, but I'm
Twitter's
bad
hard to
at
use.
it.
I don't.
I'm bad at Twitter too.
I haven't logged into Twitter since we did our festival.
I do it every day, but I don't always say stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say all the time. I feel it.
I'm more of a visual person, so that.
But like at the same time,
I agree.
Okay, this is where I struggle with, like, especially with Twitter. Okay, because as everyone on this podcast knows, and anybody who's ever listened to this podcast knows, I never have anything important to say. Like,
that's why I wanted to give Twitter to you, because you can talk forever.
It's bad. It's really bad. But that said, like, I also don't want to sit here reading things that aren't important for people to say. Like, is that just me? I'm just like, oh, congratulations, Brian. I'm really glad that you were able to eat your cinnamon rolls today. Fuck off. Like,
retweet.
Yeah. Like, I've only ever used Twitter to follow like quote unquote like famous people and try to either annoy them or buy them drinks when they're in town. And by famous people, I mean like bands. They're like, yo, what up? You want to? I'll hit you all with a drink. Like, after
you want to meet at a Denny's?
Fuck yeah! Like,
it's 50-50 for you. You're like, I'm either really nice or really mean. It's like,
apparently
I'll troll you or buy you a drink.
Yeah, maybe that's the same thing.
And his trolling, he thinks he's being nice anyways too.
Oh, well, that's the worst kind of trolling. Like the nice.
I just don't know that I'm mean.
He's killing him with kindness.
Something. Well, whatever it is, it's fucking dying. No, like I think like I was pretty like abrupt with Keep Flying when I was tweeting at Keep Flying. I was like, this is too funny.
That's why I had to stop it. Be nice.
I just feel bad because like it's never taken the way I mean it, because I'm sitting here like, this would be funny, right? And all they're gonna read is, what the fuck is this asshole doing?
Yeah. You have a hard time remembering that sarcasm is hard to feel, like, to understand through text.
That's gonna be my next tattoo, just to remind myself. Just Cassie, if you can make a design for me.
Yeah.
Just to quit being a dick. Got it.
Just a hand tattoo that says "Be nice."
Yeah, be nice.
No sarcasm. Be nice.
But then I could be like I could be like every fuckboy out there that's just like, I got this tattoo to remind me, you know, like whenever I'm slipping. Fuck yourself.
Wow.
That's all I have to say about that.
See, your sarcasm. So aggressive. At
least it's audible. Like, at least you don't have to read it. It's a bad read, I'll tell you that.
It's true. That's true.
And with that, we should probably close out the podcast because I should stop talking. See, Pat does this thing. Because I fucking hate silence. I hate it. So Pat will do this thing where he'll just like not talk.
He's doing it now.
I was letting him dig himself a hole a little bit there, because he was just like, "There's silence, so I'll say more things. I'll say this thing now."
It's so bad. It is.
So if you really want to get him, Cassie, we just got to stop talking.
I thought we were doing it. I was like, I'm getting the feel for the.
No, it's all right. It's only the fact that you're like manipulating my childhood trauma, but that's totally fine.
Shh. He's dying. Okay, on that note, Cassie,
he's
we broke him. We did it.
It's so bad.
Thank you for being a part of that with me.
You're so welcome.
This is who Cassie's gonna like think I am forever now, which is probably true, but still, I don't like that.
Well, Cassie, no, I'm not. I'm moving past. Cassie, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yes, 100%.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, it was a good time, and So everybody go check out Cassie. Go check out her merch on her store. Go check out her website. Follow her on Instagram. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. You're going to love
Yeah.
it. We love it. And we're going to see you next week.